Hey everyone, welcome back to Ormsby Farm. So, today is week 5. Yeah, I can't believe that we're already into February in this pantry challenge, the Threeriverschallenge. I'm up by the chickens. I just fed them. It is cold and windy today, so they get to stay in their little hut. We did get one turkey egg. We're getting a lot of turkey eggs. I guess I should start prepping for incubating. But on this week, y'all know I kind of shoot my little thing last minute, and the week before I've shot all the meals. We were super busy. So a lot of what we did was canned items like canned soup and canned pork roast. And we actually went into town for Brother Chris's birthday. I'll leave pictures in there too. It was a lot of fun. So there's not much to show on this week, but I'm going to sit down and talk to you about the importance of having convenience meals done. And I'm going to talk about what I do convenience meal wise to get us through busy weeks like last week was. So let's get into that intro.
I'm coming home.
All right, y'all. So I told you I would talk about convenience food. Since I didn't do a lot of actual home cooked meals, a lot of my stuff this meals was what I call convenience food. And I wanted to talk about convenience food because it literally has changed the game, saved my life on meal prep kind of stuff. When you have a super busy week or you have a lot going on, then this is good to be able to pop open, cook, be done. Cheaper than McDonald's, better for you than McDonald's. Just saying. So, one thing that I love to do is, y'all know, and we sell these also, is we can soup. Especially during the winter, this is a wonderful alternative, and a quart this size is usually 2 full meals. Now, if you do it as like a side, a smaller soup, like as an appetizer or something, then you'll probably get about 4 out of it. But this is wonderful, and it's so simple. Let me tell you, you go off of your main meat for your pressure cooking time. And I don't have it with me, but I'll put a picture right up here. And that is of the Nesco pressure canner. And I learned from all of my friends that were on the hay bale, but especially Monica, because she is the leftover queen, that when you have leftovers for soups or spaghettis, now not the noodles, but the sauce, taco meat, throw them in a jar. You can put a couple, 1 to like 4 of the quarts, 1 to I think 5 of the pints in your pressure canner, and it is a set it and forget it. I've done tons and tons of videos on this Nesco pressure canner. I absolutely love it, and that's what we do. Now I also do a bulk soup day where I will cook a bunch of soup and can it so we have it for the winter. One, because you get a lot of the ingredients, if you are buying the ingredients from the grocery store, cheaper. Oh my God, y'all, I am so stopped up because of the weather changing. You can get it a lot cheaper at the store during the summer if you can find it. And I'm talking like turkey meat, I'm talking ham, bone-in ham, that kind of stuff, because it's cheaper either before the holidays and it's really cheaper after the holidays. Get you a couple, throw them in the freezer if you have the freezer space, and then make you some soups, because it will last a while in here. Keep it out of dark, cool, level place. Don't stack them on each other so it prohibits the seal. But that's one thing that I do, is we do soup. Now we just started doing this, and this was pork roast in a jar. So it's in its own juice from the stuff. You got potatoes and carrots and all of the pork roast in there. I've done a video on it. I'll leave it up there. This is another one. This is a single serve. I call it the single serve of our pork roast in a jar. And that's another way of convenience, because all you have to do is you pop your lid open, dump it, bring it up to a boil, and then it's ready to go. So, canned stuff. soups, pork roast. I don't have any in there, but I've done taco meat. I've done chicken, which I don't have any in there, which I need to get some in there because that's good to pull it out, shred, and then you have like a chicken salad, or you can season it up for some chicken fajita, meat kind of stuff. But yeah, that's one. Another one. Now, I always say what happens when you're pressure canning, and this was done, as you can tell, with not a 4-lid jar, even though it's sealed. It was beautiful. But what happens when your lids don't seal? Well, one, you have 24 hours to bring it back up to a boil and then can it again. Or what I like to do is freeze it in like a sheet of a paper. See? Because it's easier to store, and it's easier to defrost because I just put it in a little water bath, cold. It will defrost nicely. Then you can put it into a pot, bring it back up to a boil like you're gonna do your regular soups. And then you have another convenience food. And I think that one, this is the ham also. I'm just hamming it up today, y'all. This is another really good convenience food. Now, I don't have a lot right now in my freezer, but what I also do is I have done this before in the past, and will probably do it going forward, is pre-made meals. Now, I did a video when we first moved to the homestead that I will leave up here, when me, Mom, Brother Chris, and Tara came to the homestead and none of the electricity and stuff was hooked up. So we had to use the tiny itty bitty kitchen and the camper, which is where I lived for the maybe first 7 months of living out here. And you can pre-do it, like do your rice and your beans and your fajita chicken and whatever you want on top of it. Freeze it in a little meal prep one, and then you have meals. It's like a TV dinner kind of thing. Pull it out, you can shove that in the microwave or reheat it in a pan. And that's another easy, convenient way of doing meals on really busy nights. The last one is kind of one of my favorites, a newer one. Y'all know I'm in my little meals in a jar run. But it's like doing little casseroles. Like, this is a macaroni noodle casserole, pretty much macaroni and cheese. All you do is equal parts this and this of water. So you're gonna dump in there, and see it's sealed, so it's good 10 years. Dump it into the pot, equal parts of the water, bring it up to a boil, stir it, then turn it to low, cover it, and it will thicken up, and it is so easy and convenient. It's just like your boxed macaroni and cheese. It's just like the scallop potatoes, that kind of stuff. And I've done a series on I Can Do That, where I kind of do all of those stuff, and I'll leave it down below. But yeah, y'all, that is how I do convenience food now, especially on the Monday and Tuesday nights when I have to drive into town for work. It is easy, it is convenient, it is simple, and that's what I like. So, let's go ahead and get into the other nights of dinner here on the homestead. Alrighty, y'all, so middle of the week, did a staple, air fried chicken wings. It's so easy. I throw them frozen into the air fryer, 400 for 30 minutes. Toss them, delicious. All right, next night, I was feeling very Asian-y. I don't even know if that's a word. We grew this edamame this year, and it did really well, so I'll be doing double next year. So I did some edamame for an appetizer, and then I cut up some chicken. It was breast or tenderloins, I can't remember. Seasoned it with onion powder, garlic powder, some coconut aminos. I'm just, with my hands, tossing it all around because I'll be frying it up in that, just to give it a little chicken stir fry kind of feel. Now, I took 2 blocks of my turkey broth that I froze, and I brought it up to a boil. And then what I'm going to do is add in the rice, equal parts. So I had 2 cups of that, 1 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of butter. Mix it around. Once it comes up to the boil of the water, I'm going to turn it down to a low, and I'm going to put the top on and just let it sit and chill. See? Bam. All right, frozen zucchini squash in the air fryer. Here it goes, 420 minutes. I'm going to be frying up that chicken, really just pan frying it, tossing it all together till it comes to doneness. You want it at 165 degrees. Look, I got the rice, I got the air fryer on, we ready to go. All right, I made some homemade sesame sauce and I put in the rice, the chicken, the veggies, and I'm going to toss it all together. Again, kind of like a stir fry. It was so delicious, had leftovers. I loved it. It was so quick and so easy. Look at it. I just want to like eat the screen. Huh? All right, the next day I was doing a Valentine's farmers market, so we actually ate at the market. So I'm just showing you all of our stuff. We did wonderfully at this market. It was so much fun. It was in Sandersville, Georgia, a small town near us, and they had a Chick-fil-A food truck, and I was down with Get Down. But we did chocolates and cinnamon rolls and cookie cakes and of course some of our homemade breads. It was a lot of fun. And all right, we drove into Atlanta because it was Brother Chris's birthday. Happy birthday, Brother Chris. And we went to a Mexican restaurant. There, me, mom, and Sis Tara in the car. We had so much fun. It was so good. All right, back. This was Sunday night. Our dear friend Brianna over at Long Pine Cattle Company gave us one of these, one of the roasts. And I put it in with some wine and some of our turkey broth into the Instapot with some onions. This is what she told me to do. And I pressure cooked it for 40 minutes. I put our canned potatoes, some frozen zucchini squash, and it was like a roast. Y'all, let me tell you, Instapotting this shank roast was like fall off the bone. Look, there's the bone. Everything literally just fell off. The meat was so tender. The broth was so easy, so delicious. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do it again. And the shank roast, a lot of people are scared about it, but it is so easy. Look at it. Oh, yum. Alrighty, y'all. And that is it for week 5, the Three Rivers Challenge. Next week, I'm going to try to step my game up and do a little bit more creative stuff. It's a couple days into week 5 or week 6 right now and not looking very promising. But, when it's broke, don't fix it, right? So all the meals, the recipes, if I have them, will be down below. I hope y'all are liking and subscribing to the video. I hope you're hitting that bell icon so you know anytime that new content drops to the channel. I have a monetization giveaway live this coming Friday. I hope to see y'all there. And y'all follow me on social media as all of the stuff is here at Ormsby Farm. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, y'all. Be blessed.